What up with my people, man? What's up with my peoples, man? What y'all got going on today, man? I pray everybody having a great day today, man. All my sevens in the chat. Y'all already know what we on. We straight calm building. We straight calm building today, y'all. So, let's get it. Let's get it. Let me make sure everything working cool. Got a glitch real quick. Make sure everything. Can you hear me? Yeah. Alright, they can hear me. Bet. Y'all hear me? Alright. Z, bro, Saudi. Look, doing numbers. We doing them numbers, y'all. No bad. Doing alright. Let me see. What a watch list. I'll watch later. There you go. Oh, I should watch right here.
Creators, take these 3 apps I built to run my business made with Base 44. They're ready for you as free-to-use templates in the link below. Let's talk product.
And a younger brother named Darius Dennis. Funny enough, Duke and his older brother share the same birthday, and Duke's younger brother was actually supposed to be born on the same birth week. His younger brother was born 1 week before their birthday, and all of his siblings, including him, are 2 years apart, with his sister being the oldest sibling. Growing up, Duke always had an interest in nerdy things, such as gaming, anime, and all the others. Would you guys believe me if I told you Duke Dennis was completely broke and he grew up struggling in a poor household?
Sneakers back then. What was it like back then?
Yeah, I couldn't afford them.
Okay.
I actually learned a lot of fake stuff.
His early life was so difficult, life was a constant struggle, fueling his determination to get out of the hood.
We from the hood, you know what I'm saying? We from a place that if you don't get out of here before you 18, you not gonna get out. D-Block is not a place that you wanna stay forever. So we wanted to get out the hood. I was looking around and I'm like, if I don't do something, I'm gonna end up exactly like everybody out here. And so I didn't want to do that.
When most people see Duke Dennis, they think of a funny, charming, influential, and authentic.
That's real, bro. A lot of people don't know what that's like, bro. He said when he looked outside and looked around him, he knew he had to get out of there and he wasn't gonna make it.
Streamer and
That's
YouTuber.
real.
But little do y'all know, Duke Dennis wasn't always like this.
That you want to stay forever. So we wanted to get out the hood. I was looking around and I'm like, if I don't do something, I'm going to end up exactly like everybody out here. And so I didn't want to do that.
When most people see Duke Dennis, they think of a funny.
I know that feeling, bro. Especially after coming home from doing 13 years in prison. Trust me. A lot of my people, my peers, they doing the same thing. And when I look around, I know that I don't want to be in that position. I know that.
charming, influential, and authentic streamer and YouTuber. But little do y'all know, Duke Dennis wasn't always like this. He was struggling, and life wasn't so easy for him. With the background he came from, statistically, he wasn't even supposed to make it. But even when life had him down, he kept on pushing. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how Duke Dennis went from broke to rich. Now let's go way back to the beginning. Remember when I was saying the chances of Duke Dennis becoming rich and famous was super low? Yeah, it was difficult. Duke Dennis, also known as Dontavius Tony Dennis, was born in Greenville, South Carolina.
South Carolina, boy.
On February 26, 1994. He was raised in a Christian single mother household until his stepfather became a part of his life. Duke's mother's name is Sherry, and his stepfather's name is Melvin.
Shout out to my stepfather, though, man. Like, he been with my mama for 20 plus years, so like, he really been like the father figure to me and my brother. I love you to death.
Duke doesn't really see his biological father.
Stepdad named Melvin is crazy. Listen.
As the father left the family when Duke was young, and it seems like Duke has a sense of indifference towards his biological father. He doesn't love him nor hate him. He's just disappointed he wasn't there.
You know what I'm saying? If I could count, I probably done seen my real dad like 16, 17 times. I used to feel away growing up, but now life happens.
And I've only seen my father once. One time.
I don't hold no grudge.
Duke actually forgives his biological dad, but Duke doesn't really care what's going on with him at this point.
And could really care less about what else he got.
Let me get my stuff out of the car. My birth certificate and stuff. Oh, and get my money out of it. Get out from my armoire. Ow! Okay, you do treats so far. Hey, you guys. Get out from my furniture. Stop. Hey. Look, Harmony. Show my mama what you tell me. Do it. Hurry up.
Yo, John. My bro. John Parham. What's the word, John? So with my bro. What you got going on, fam? You know us, man. We live and direct with it today, man. Pray you're having a great day today, brother. Pray you're having a great one, man. Oh my God, bro. Don't come in my chat with all that, man. Glazing on Duke, man. But yeah, this is what we on right now. We watching Duke. While I'm about to roll this up. Hey, Hope, John Hope. Hey, John been around since, I ain't gonna lie, since before I could remember. John been around with me. Real talk. So shout out to John, man. Hey, y'all want me to start this documentary over? Y'all want me to start it over? I'm gonna start it over since y'all just now getting in here.
Would you guys believe me if I told you Duke Dennis was completely broke and he grew up struggling in a poor household?
Sneakers back then. What was it like back then?
Yeah, I couldn't afford them.
Okay.
I actually learned a lot of fake stuff.
His early life was so difficult, life was a constant struggle, fueling his determination to get out of the hood.
We from the hood, you know what I'm saying? We from a place that if you don't get out of here before you 18,
Alright, bet. Say less, John.
So we wanted to get out the hood. I was looking around.
Oh, you know John? You don't know John. You don't know John. Hey, and John, is you on my DC? Is you on my DC chat? In the Discord? Is you in the Discord? If not, get inside the Discord, bro, so you can write me. Or if you got Twitter. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people don't got Twitter, so just join the Discord, bro. So you can hit me up. Discord link is in the bio, too. Hey, but did y'all hear what he just said, though? I'm about to rewind it so y'all can hear what he said, though.
Like, if I don't do something, I'm going to end up exactly like everybody out here. And so I didn't want to do that.
When most people see Duke Dennis,
He said when he looked around, all he saw was a bunch of people, bro, that wasn't doing nothing. And he said if he don't do something, that he was going to end up just like them, bro. So he had to make a change. You feel me?
That you want to stay forever. So we wanted to get out the hood. I was looking around and I'm like, if I don't do something, I'm going to end up exactly like everybody out here. And so I didn't want to do that.
when
That's
most people
deep.
see Duke Dennis, they think of a funny, charming, influential,
I
and
know that
authentic
feeling, man.
streamer and YouTuber. But little do y'all know, Duke Dennis wasn't always like this. He was struggling, and life wasn't so easy for him. With the background he came from, statistically, he wasn't even supposed to make it. But even when life had him down, he kept on pushing.
I know that
In this
feeling,
video, I'm
man.
gonna be showing you how Duke Dennis went from broke to rich. Now let's go way back to the beginning. Remember when I was saying the
I
chances
respect
of
it.
Duke Dennis becoming rich
I
and
respect
famous
this-
was
I
super
respect
low?
this whole
Yeah, it was
grind.
difficult. Duke Dennis, also known as Dontavius Tony Dennis, was born in
I
Greenville,
ain't gonna
South
lie.
Carolina.
Yeah, nah, I mess with bro,
February
too.
26, 1994. He was raised in a Christian single mother household until his stepfather became a part of his life. Duke's mother's name is Sherry, and his stepfather's
What
name is
workouts to
Melvin.
get my arms big? A lot of push-ups, bro, and pull-ups.
A
Lot of push-ups and pull-ups, bro.
To me and my brother. They love you to death.
Duke doesn't really see his biological father, as the father left the family when Duke was young. And it seems like Duke has a sense of indifference towards his biological father. He doesn't love him nor hate him. He's just disappointed he wasn't there.
You know what I'm saying? If I could count, I probably done seen my real dad like 16, 17 times. I used to feel away growing up, but now life happened. I don't hold no grudge.
Duke actually forgives his biological dad, but Duke doesn't really care what's going on.
Imagine never seeing your real
Really
father.
care less about what else you got going on.
Both Duke's biological mom and dad had 4 kids in total, with Duke being the middle child.
I'm the middle child. Me, my brother, my sister, and my younger brother, we all got the same mama, same daddy, like same last name. We grew up together.
Duke has an older sister named Kiva Dennis, an older brother named Ernest Dennis, and a younger brother named
Nah, bro,
Darius
for the
Dennis.
longest,
Funny
I ain't
enough,
had no
Duke and his
equipment
older
in
brother
prison.
shared the same birthday, and Duke's younger brother was actually
Yeah, in prison, I ain't had no equipment, bro. Until I got to a minimum security prison. Then we finally had got weights, universal weights. But by that time, I was already huge, bro. I ain't never need no weights, to be real with you, bro. So I never really, but the weight's cool though, but you want to be able to pure strength. Cause I know people that do weights, bro, that can't do what I do, bro. On God. I know people that do weights, bro, that can't do nothing that I do. They can't mess with me. And they be on that, and they do a lot of weights, though. You get what I'm saying? And then you could get on the weights, and you can't really do a lot on the weights. But I was doing it. I was doing that stuff on the weights, too, though. I was doing that stuff on the weights, too, though. Yeah.
My mama in there?
Nah, she up there. What you need, the keys?
Yeah, the keys.
Your perfect domain is out there. Go to this and make it yours. Claim your space on
and a younger brother named Darius Dennis. Funny enough, Duke and his older brother share the same birthday.
But you get what I'm saying, though, bro.
Duke's was actually supposed to be born on the same birth week. His younger brother was born 1 week before their birthday, and all of his siblings, including him, are 2 years apart, with his sister being the oldest sibling. Growing up, Duke always had an interest for nerdy things, such as gaming, anime, and all the other sorts.
Have I ever told y'all that I was a nerd? 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and 9th grade, maybe.
So much so that he used to pretend to be a Naruto character and train in the woods with his friend.
Bro, I used to train.
200.
I lived in like a Naruto universe. Like a homemade kuna, headband to Walmart, wearing it. I swear I was Sasuke. Me and my homeboy Terrence, Saturday morning, we used to go on S-rank missions. We used to go through the woods, real shooting in his ass.
Bro even ran up
Damn.
trees to see his progress.
Hey, that hard. Hey, no lie, that hard. You hear him, dog?
Swear up and down that I lived in Naruto universe. Like a homemade kuna, headband to Walmart, wearing it. I swear I was Sasuke. Me and my homeboy Terrence, Saturday morning, we used to go on S-rank missions. We used to go through the woods, real shooting in his
Hey,
ass.
nah, real talk, though. Hey, I used to be doing the same shit, bro. No cap.
But in the fall of
But different anime, not Naruto, though. More like motherfucking.
Unfortunately, he gave in to peer pressure, and his environment forced him to act more street.
What's the one? What's the one cartoon?
What he was doing wasn't really seen as
I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you in a
As
minute.
one
Hold on.
day
I'm about
when
to show
Duke
you.
was pretending to cosplay as Naruto with his friend, one of his neighborhood friends told him what he was doing was whack.
What got me out of it, one day I was in England. Me and the Terrence, we trained. I had two homeboys walking down the street. One name was Mike and my cousin D. He died. You know what I'm saying? My little D in the check. They see me and Dirt training. I never forget it. They punished me, clowning. They're like, stop doing that, man. I'm like, come chill, like, come chill with us. I kind of had like a split life. I was cool, but I was also lame.
And Mike and D proceeded to walk in the back door of a woman's house. I'm not even gonna explain. You guys probably know what happens next.
I watched them walk off, and they walked right until the back door. I knew what they was doing.
Oh, yeah.
The same age as me, and they over again. That's the last time I trained with Dirt.
And ever since then,
Damn.
I had the realization, like, dang, maybe I am kind of lame. And that was the villain origin story of the King of Riz we know today. Now, Duke always had
Damn.
potential, but he wasn't the greatest at people telling
That's
him
how
what
the
to
King
do.
of
He always
Riz
wanted to do
came.
his own thing, and that caused him to get a little bit of trouble in school.
How many times you got felt the King of Rap in your life?
Well, I remember one year I had 16 for when I was in ISS, almost a year ago, you know, ISS was out.
And school suspension.
Now, you
I
might
know
be
what that
wondering,
is.
what the heck did Duke
I
do
lived
to
in
get
there.
that many in-school suspensions? Let me have him answer that question for you. You heard that right, everything. So Duke not really having an agreeable personality, his environment shaping him to act more hood, and the turmoil he faces with his biological dad not being in his life, and a family without much money. Who can blame him? It all seemed like doom and gloom for Duke's life, but something special happened to Duke that turned his life around for the better. One day when Duke Dennis was in gym class in 10th grade, he had to play flag football for the first time ever with him and his schoolmates. And some of the kids from the football team in Duke's high school were a part of this game too. And to everybody's surprise, Duke was cooking. Bro was literally destroying the game and was the MVP at flag football. At some point after the game ended, the football coach of Duke's high school overheard the drama and wanted to recruit Duke to play football for the high school team for the remainder of his high school career. Now all was great. Duke was finally getting a shot at making his life better. Popularity, girls, respect, and even a potential scholarship to college if he locks in. But
I was eating good in there, fam. I ain't miss a story there, fam.
But the coach said that
I ain't gonna lie.
the coach set Duke up with everything he could possibly need for football. It was now the year 2010, and Duke was officially a part of the football team. in his
Yeah,
high
I ain't
school.
miss
It
a
was
meal,
time to
bruh.
lock in. Even though Duke was a good player, the rest of his team wasn't really that great. So much so that Duke doesn't even remember winning a single game during his first season with the team. During the next season, Duke was a beast at offense, and the team actually ended up winning 1 or 2 games. He would continue to play for his junior and senior year of high school, which is 11th and 12th grade, from the years 2010 to 2012. But Duke's overall destiny and
I'm streaming
legacy
Duke.
didn't lay in football. He was
We're watching
destined
Duke
for something much
Dennis
greater to
documentary.
him and his personality. Towards the end of his high school career, he made a promise to one of his friends that played football with him that
Chat,
if they
say what up to
couldn't figure out
wifey,
what else
y'all.
to do after
Chat.
high school, they would go
Say
straight to the
W's
army
wifey
because
in
they
chat,
didn't want to
y'all.
be stuck in the hood. D-block.
No, y'all don't see her much. She don't never be here a lot.
If you don't get out of here before you 18, you not gonna get out. D Block is not a place that you want to stay forever.
It was now the summer of 2012, and young Duke Dennis, who was now 18 at this time, was getting ready to graduate Travelers Rest High School. By the grace of God, Duke Dennis ended up getting 3 scholarships from his football career and have his tuition paid for.
I had a couple offers to go to small.
Yeah, I definitely was eating, bruh. I was eating, bruh. I gotta eat his fish, peanut butter, rice, stuff like that, bruh. Get big, bruh. Get that weight up.
And you might be wondering,
that
wow,
weight up.
This is the dumbest thing you could ever do. You know how many people work their butts off just to get a scholarship to save money when they go to college? And some people can't even get scholarships, no matter how hard they try. But it was different for Duke. It wasn't about the money. It was about what his passion truly was and where his interests
I said
lie.
Honestly, I was done with football. I was tired of football. And I was tired of school. And I didn't want to play football even though I had offers. I had like 3 offers. D2 school. I didn't want to play football because it wasn't interesting to me. I get bored.
Duke instead said that
this
he would
nigga
give
went to
his
the
future
military,
child
though.
that
That's crazy.
opportunity and take his scholarship instead.
I can go to college for free, but that's just about it. And I don't even plan on going to college. I might give it to my son.
But Duke was still facing that dilemma of not really knowing what to do. And he wanted to get the heck out of the hood, man.
I was looking around and I'm like, if I don't do something, I'm going to end up exactly like everybody out here. And so I didn't want to do this.
So Duke Dennis made his final decision, and his decision was to go to the Army. It was now December 31st.
I can't believe he went to the Army. A lot of people go to the Army, though, to get out the hood, though. That's crazy. Or just to get out of their situation, whatever they in. Like, they definitely be running to the Army for sure.
As soon as Duke Dennis got on the Army bus, he immediately regretted his decision.
As soon as I got on the bus, I knew I made a big mistake, but I had to stick with it for 4 years.
Damn, he said as soon as he got on the bus, he knew he made a bad decision. That's crazy.
Still on the bus, and he was even plotting ways to get out the military already.
He said he was plotting on ways how to get out the military as soon as he got in the shit. Damn.
My mama told me straight up. She said, "Stop being a bitch." My own mama told me this. Man up, do what you
Who ain't got no,
do, and
who ain't got no kids?
Duke listened to his mom and locked in.
Dude
but
definitely
he still
got
wasn't
kids.
entirely comfortable with the situation.
This was my first time being away from home. I had a bald head. I was cold.
He just don't talk about his kids on the internet.
Eventually, Duke came to terms with his situation and went to boot camp. In other words, basic training.
Bro, I got like
After
3
completing
kids.
his basic training, he tried to contact his girlfriend at the time, only to find out that she cheated on him.
Oh my God. Only to find out that she had cheated on me.
Damn.
It's great that Duke bounced back because the last thing he needed was to focus on a girl that never truly loved him. And this is his advice to anybody going to the military. Take it with a grain of salt, though.
If you're trying to go to the army and you got a girlfriend, bro, leave her at home before you go.
Even though that was a major setback for Duke mentally, and he said he healed from the situation, it would unfortunately get kind of worse from here for him. Out of all the places they could have stationed Duke, they sent him across the world straight to Germany.
All the places you want to send me, but they sent me to Germany.
They sent them to Germany?
I didn't even speak the same language.
Bruh, yes he do.
And it's not to say
Yes, he
Germany is
do.
a bad place, but that's super far and way out the way from what he probably expected. When Duke was in Germany, Duke was tasked to do mostly administrative tasks at this time, but he was depressed, demotivated, and felt alone. He spent most of his time
Look at Duke
chilling
in
in
the
the
army, man.
barracks
That's
and
funny.
hated people telling him what to do.
I ended up staying in my room 24/7, not making no friends, not going to club, doing nothing fun. Germany is actually a great place. I'm gonna go back one day.
But it still wasn't a place he wanted to be in, at least for that specific time period in his life. Even though Duke came to terms with his situation, he was still thinking of creative ways to
Yeah, my
get
phone
discharged
did.
and
I had to
pick
switch
up
it
the
up.
military.
I was trying to find a way to get out of the army. I was thinking
You
about
can move it. It's probably not even
cussing
charging.
out my sergeant. I was thinking about doing it all, bro.
But after having a serious talk with his sergeant, Duke Dennis decided to seriously stick it out and continue his army contract. During Duke's time in the military, he enjoyed playing games on his PS4 like 2K as a pastime, but it was now the year 2016, and after playing 2K
You got your
for a
fingerprints
while,
done?
Duke Dennis wanted to create his own content on 2K and came up with plans to start a YouTube channel. He told one of his friends, Davo, about the idea, so Davo offered to give Duke his YouTube channel that he wasn't using.
What? Oh, he got that from Davo?
Music with the lyrics on it. And I had a channel at first, but he had 3K subscribers, and I had like 100. He was like, I don't use mine, so you can just have this, just because of how the numbers look. You already have 3K.
So Duke took Davo's old channel and deleted his own channel and started preparing to post his first batch of content. So that's why Duke's first channel says he joined February 15th, 2013, but he actually joined in 2016. 2013 to 2016 was the years Davo owned the channel and would post his content on it.
I didn't make my channel in 2013. I made my channel in 2016.
Now that Duke
Okay,
successfully
that
had
makes
a
sense.
pre-built YouTube channel with 3K subs already, he had to come up with a name for himself. So he ended up with the name Duke Dennis, a name he was given by his aunt since childhood.
I know my aunt gave it to me, but I never really asked like, why.
Even till this day, Duke doesn't know what his name means, but the name does have a little ring to it.
It looked good.
After locking in his username, Duke Dennis uploaded his first ever YouTube
Man,
video
I'm
on
saying, bro,
October
who really believes that his aunt gave him that name? Or do you think he made that name up for himself, man? Cause I mean, who does that? His name is not Duke or Dennis. So why would that become a family name? That don't make no sense. Normally you make a family name like a nickname that sound like close to your name or something. I don't know. That's kind of weird though.
29th, 2016, titled NBA 2K17, dropped 19 on Superstar Head. Best jump shot in the NBA 2K17.
Yo, that's good.
Nah, he older than me.
It's your boy Duke Dennis. Y'all don't even know me.
Duke older than me.
And you guys heard that right. Even though at that time that video barely got 100 views, Duke knew he was destined for greatness. Duke would upload 2 more videos after this, but there wasn't really much traction going on. His videos weren't being showed on Suggested, Browse, or even Search, which are the top 3 traffic sources that YouTube videos typically get their views from. It wasn't until Duke uploaded his 4th video on December 28th, 2016, that things started to take off. This video was titled NBA 2K17, My Park in Real Life, Part 2, and it got over 400,000 views, which is super rare in YouTube. Most people make hundreds of videos before they blow up, but Duke did it on his 4th video. Now what Duke did was super smart. He took advantage of a trend that was going on at the time, where people would reenact the gameplay animations of 2K characters, and people love to make fun of the dumb things that would happen in
Duke
NBA
like
2K,
34, 33, 34. Yeah, 33.
He went to the gym with a couple of friends and reenacted the animations of 2K17. People loved it. They thought it was funny, and Duke's personality really shined. That was Duke's golden ticket. So he
think he
saw
about
that
to be
as a sign
34
be more
next month.
consistent with YouTube and putting more of his in real life personality in his content. His main content was playing NBA 2K17 My Park.
When I found out about YouTube, I would wake up at 4 in the morning, go to work, get off at 5 in the afternoon. At 6 in the afternoon, I would stream from 6 to like 1, 2 in the morning, depending on the day. And I would wake up again at 4:30 and do it all over again. I was grinding, I was streaming, I was doing 2K17 with me and Davo. We going on 60, 70 game win streaks every weekend.
Duke was uploading and streaming a couple times a month, and with all the hard work he was putting in, his channel was growing like crazy. At this point of time, he was averaging around 30 viewers on his Twitch and YouTube streams, which
That's
is amazing
crazy.
for somebody that just started off. But even though everything was going well for Duke, for a weird short period,
How many
he stopped
views?
uploading-
He said
just
30.
started off, but that just started off. Streaming a couple times a month, and with all the hard work he was putting in, his channel was growing like crazy. At this point of time, he was averaging
No,
around
he
30
not.
viewers on his Twitch
He
and
was
YouTube
born in
streams,
94.
which is amazing for somebody that just started off. But even though everything was that just started off, but even streaming a couple times a month, and with all the hard work he was putting in, his channel was growing like crazy. At this point of time, he was averaging around 30 viewers on his Twitch and YouTube streams, which is
Oh, that
amazing
ain't
for
bad.
somebody that just started off. But even
Yeah,
though
nah, that
everything
ain't bad.
was going well for Duke, for a weird short period, he stopped uploading content.
He was
didn't return
averaging
until
30?
March
That's
27th,
decent.
2017, with a video titled
I told you, I'm
Army
trying to
That
get
I
to
Do
50,
Daily.
bro. When I get to
Look at my
50, I'm
mom.
gonna
This
feel
video
like
was an
that.
explanation
Dang,
to his audience as to why he
not
stopped
gonna
uploading.
lie.
And the reason was because he was in the U.S. Army at the time. The rest of the video showcases his daily life in the Army. After this video was uploaded, I guess Duke got the motivation to start posting more on his channel.
So did he go AWOL, or how did he get out the Army?
Stretch big in 2K17 and other forms of 2K17 content. And once Duke started seeing traction with his YouTube videos, he decided to take the ultimate decision and leave the Army after 4 years in 2017. This is so he could
Oh, he
focus
left
on his
the
passion
Army?
with becoming a content
You can
creator.
just leave the Army?
For me, because I don't like being
AWOL.
told what to do.
You can?
Being told what to do eat, sleep, when to go to work. I don't
You'll
like
get in
running
trouble
in the
for that
cold
now.
with some booty shorts on. It's just not for me, bro. I just had bigger plans for myself. And when I got out the army, it was the best feeling of my life. It felt like I got out of jail or something.
Not
At the
born
end
in
of the day, it
'94,
made me
he
who I
ain't.
am today. It made me be on time for everything. It made me have discipline. It taught me a lot.
After leaving the army, everything was looking up for Duke. He had his free time back
Not
and a
born in
YouTube channel
'94,
he
he
was
not.
really passionate about growing. And a big part of growing a brand is being smart with your money. And that's where something like Cooper comes in. You ever hit the checkout when you're shopping for something online? Then see
Not
that
born in
little box
'94,
that
he
says
not.
enter promo code and realize you got nothing? Yeah, that's where Cooper saves
All
the
you gotta
day.
do is do the
Cooper
math.
is a free browser extension. It's an AI-powered shopping assistant that finds savings for you. At the checkout, Cooper automatically tests all the coupons out there and applies the one that saves you the most money. No sketchy codes, just instant discount. Video. Now, even though Duke was free from his shackles he calls the army, he had to face some issues with his family. Duke was living with his mother now, but an associate that Duke's mother made around that
He
time
did his 4
threatened to
years
come
and then
by
signed
and
back
shoot
up.
their place up.
No, I'm saying, they said he was born in '94 in the beginning of the thing, bruh. Keep talking about when your birthday was. Was you born in '94? I was born in '93. So he's not younger than me. Oh, he is younger than me. Oh, he is younger than me. Oh, I am wrong. Damn. Oh, okay. I was doing math wrong.
So Duke's mom couldn't sleep at night knowing that anybody could just walk in and do something like that.
I went back to my mama's house, and then my mama used to stay on top of this hill in his house. And
Kudos to John. Kudos to John. John know Duke Dennis' age. You want a cookie, John?
So my mom was like, I can't eat good at night, that somebody could potentially shoot me.
So Duke and his family
You want
had
a
to move
cookie?
to a two-bedroom
Let me see
trailer.
that light back.
We moved into this trailer in a two-bedroom, but I didn't have my brother had one. I
At this point, hopefully the drama was over for the family. But as you heard Duke earlier, he quit YouTube at this time. And he ended up getting a warehouse job to get a stable income.
no money, so I just tried to get a regular job.
It was a 12 to 12 graveyard shift. And I'm assuming this is 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. So while everybody was sleeping, Duke was working.
My first regular job, I worked
Now you said it
That's
first.
insane, but that goes to show you the length people have to go through just to make ends meet. But young Duke Dennis only worked that job for 29 days. The reason why he was there for such a short time period was because he almost fell into a plastic making machine.
I almost fell into the plastic making machine. Like I was tired, I didn't get no sleep the previous night, so I was working from 12 to 12. So I came to work at 12 and I was up 2-3 hours. And I almost fell asleep in front of the machine, and I woke up pretty much catching myself. And the plastic maker roller, it was just rolling in my face while I'm sitting here
Man, that's crazy. Almost died at work. It's crazy. We wouldn't even know who Duke Dennis is if he would have died that day.
So I just walked home.
So Duke quit the job, and that was enough motivation for him to get back to his content creation grind. But there was another problem. There were only 2 bedrooms in the trailer his family lived in, so he had to use his brother's room for his gaming setup for his YouTube channel.
My brother used to let me put my setup in his room, and this while I was making all my videos.
Duke Dennis and his brother had to alternate who would sleep on the couch when Duke was creating content.
My brother, he used to sleep on the couch, so I was in there, and I used to sleep on the couch with him.
With Duke now having a proper content creation setup, he locked in and started posting content like crazy.
I'm doing YouTube, and locked down out of nowhere, my YouTube started going crazy.
Duke Dennis's videos were averaging 20,000 views consistently while he was playing 2K17, which is extremely insane considering how new Duke was to the content creation scene.
It went from 2K views, 1K views to 15, 30.
What?
All in the trailer.
And on May 24th, 2017, Duke Dennis surpassed 20,000 subscribers. This was more than an aspiration at this point. Duke
This right here is the best feeling in the world, bro. No cap. Damn. I know that felt so good. To be averaging 1K and then you go to 15, 20K.
He had something special going on, so he continued to lock in and do this full time. When NBA 2K came out, Duke was much more consistent on YouTube, posting content on that game for the rest of the year. There's this thing on YouTube called average view duration and watch time. Average view duration measures the percentage of how many people watched your video throughout, and watch time is the number of hours people spent on your video. So the higher your view duration, the higher your watch time. YouTube wants people to stay on their platform and watch more videos, so your video has to be entertaining to get that high viewer duration and watch time. Have you guys ever watched a YouTuber, a streamer, sat down and thought, why do people watch this guy? He's so boring. Well, Duke's personality and style of content was the complete opposite of that. To maintain his viewers' attention, he would have really good energy, he was funny, and he was also really good at the game. Some people could even say Duke Dennis had the best personality in the 2K community at the time, but I don't know if that's a controversial statement or not. I'll leave that opinion up to you. NBA 2K18 was one of the most hated 2K games at the time, and that led to a lot of people quitting the game and not making content on it. Even though 2K18 didn't have that big of an audience, that meant less competition for the creators that would make content on it, and Duke was rubbing his hands. He took full advantage of that. By January 6, 2018, Duke Dennis surpassed his 60,000 subscriber mark, completely blowing past 30, 40, and even 50K subscribers. At this point, I'm sure you guys know what was coming on the way.
100K is on the way. We're gonna get it.
His channel was completely blowing up. When Duke Dennis received his first YouTube chat, it was $4,000. And guess what he did with that money?
I gave my brother $1,000, and then I gave my mama $1,000. And I
What?
took $2,000 for myself to get a photo. This is all entertainment. Right?
What? Okay.
And 2 monitors, and then my video quality got way better.
Duke's videos were now averaging over 50,000 views, and then even occasionally 100,000. And speaking about views, Duke Dennis's most viewed YouTube video has over 9 million views. YouTube's got this thing called CPM and RPM, which means cost per mil and revenue per mil. CPM is how much money advertisers are willing to pay for your content per 1,000 views. YouTube takes a 45% cut, which turns into RPM, which is how much you get paid per 1,000 views. Duke Dennis makes entertainment content, which has an average CPM of $2.74. With YouTube's 45% cut, his RPM would be $1.51. Now that I just gave you that info, I'll
That
let you guys do
times-
the math as to how
that
much
times
Duke Dennis
9
made
million.
on one video. If you can't do it
Oh
yourself,
my
don't worry.
God.
I'll explain it later on in the video, so keep watching. Duke Dennis was still using the stretch big build in
God.
2K 2018, which really made him stand out because he was a good player, and most other creators at the time were using point guard builds. A lot of Duke Dennis's videos didn't have much editing. It was his personality that really let him shine. On January 27th, 2018, Duke Dennis uploaded a YouTube video titled 99 Overalls, NBA 2K My Park in Real Life, All Gold Clothes LMAO, Jump Shot Animations. That's a long title, bro. But this video got over 800,000 views. This was super similar to his NBA 2K17 in real life video, which got a lot of support and views. And even a lot of Duke's IRL basketball content.
That was
getting
only
views
a
as well.
two-
Duke
two-minute
Dennis was
video.
better than a lot of NBA 2K YouTubers in basketball, and he was also super athletic, with him posting videos of him doing crazy backflips in his early uploads on YouTube. After over a year of grinding, on March 2nd, 2018, he went live on YouTube, and Duke Dennis would surpass over 100,000 subscribers.
Why I didn't see none of these videos? He was doing backflips though. That's funny.
He uploads on YouTube. After over a year of grinding, on March 2nd, 2018, he went live on YouTube, and Duke Dennis would surpass over 100,000 subscribers.
Damn.
It don't really feel real right now, bro. You know how many digits that is, bro? First shout out go out to God, bro. Without him, I
6
ain't got
digits.
You know what I'm saying? No nothing.
Duke Dennis being able to grow with 2K18, the most hated 2K ever, says a lot about his work ethic and how entertaining his content was. By the way, if you guys want to learn about how to become a YouTuber or streamer or any type of content creator, I just released my first book that teaches you how to do so. This took me 2.5 months
Dang, he
to
made a
write, so
book?
I'd appreciate it if you guys checked it out. And if you're super
Damn,
serious about it, you can buy the book. The link is in the description, and I cover everything from how to start your channel, content strategy, and blowing up your social media profile, what topics to create, and how to make money. And trust me, my insight is valid because I've helped a bunch of other creators and companies you might know grow their YouTube channels, social media profiles, and their streaming careers to hundreds of thousands to even millions of subscribers and followers. And I've built my own personal YouTube channel to 300,000 subscribers prior to posting on this Kayama channel. And this channel.
How you help people get millions, but you only got that couple 100,000? Okay, no, whatever.
October 14th, 2018, and his notoriety on YouTube allowing him to get invited to special events and make more connections.
That's what it was.
At the end of 2018, Duke Dennis went to an event with Phantom, Agent 00, and I'm Davis. These guys were all primarily 2K content creators at the time, and little did they know they were onto something great because they would start a collective and YouTube group very soon. After this event, Duke would get another $5,000 check from YouTube. He quickly used that money to move out and get his first apartment, and then guess what Duke did next?
Then I moved my mom out of the trailer into a decent apartment.
What?
And Duke continued to grind with 2K19, averaging over 100,000 views with each video now, so he was able to move his mom out of his apartment and get a decent-sized house to live in with the revenue he was making from his channel. Now, you must be thinking, wow, this dude is doing so much for his mom. What a great son.
Inshallah.
At the end of it, Duke is planning something bigger for her.
My mama don't know that I'm planning on buying her a bigger house that she gonna go old in.
This is one of the catalysts that fueled Duke to keep up the grind and go harder with his content. He was getting better gear, making better thumbnails to increase his CTR on YouTube. If you don't know what CTR is, it means click-through rate, and it's usually
You already told us that,
percentage on
dude.
your YouTube analytics. Now that percent excellence even bother to touch because it's so stressful. Daily uploading. Duke barely missed a day, which is super impressive because
I know, right?
uploading in itself is very
Daily uploading is hard, bro.
over 10-minute videos, which would
That is
probably
hard,
take more
bro.
time for him to edit. That just goes to show you Duke's pure and raw work ethic. With that being said, on January 8th, 2019, Duke Dennis blew past 300,000 subscribers. Duke was still posting content on NBA 2K19, primarily about tutorials on how to make the best stretch
I know, right,
and
John?
other videos similar. A lot of these
Shit.
videos and tutorials are getting over 150,000 views now. And Duke would make frequent collabs with NBA YouTubers like I'm Davis and Lamonsta. And Duke would also stream on YouTube from time to time, mostly for subscriber milestones, as he would keep most of his streaming on Twitch. Duke would then breeze through 400,000 subscribers on February 25th, 2019. And on April 22nd,
What's up with it? What's up with it? How you feeling today? How you feeling today?
Subscribers, halfway to the 1 million subscriber mark.
Ooh, 500K. I pray you're having a great day today.
On May 14th, 2019, Duke Dennis uploaded a video titled Duke Dennis 99
Let's
Over
go,
One.
Susan Lee, for the follows. Thank you for the follow, Susan. Shout out to you.
99 overall in 2K19, and this video got over 1.7 million views. This
Let's
video
go.
and other content helped propel
You
Duke
already
Dennis's
know
channel
what's
to
good,
reach
what's the
600,000
word.
subscribers. On
You know
June
me, fully
25th,
focused. We in here just
2019,
watching
and
this Duke
eventually
Dennis documentary
700,000
right now.
subscribers after that. On August 26, 2019, when
Okay then, shout out to Lena in the chat. What's up with you?
Duke Dennis's most successful years on YouTube. But Duke Dennis
We good. I pray everybody been having a great day today. Hope everybody having a great year. You already know us, man.
Duke Dennis uploaded a Kevin Durant build video at the beginning of 2K20, and this video
Y'all
got
already
over
know us.
1.9 million views. At this point, Duke Dennis was one of the biggest 2K
Susan
content
Lee, shout out to
creators at this
Susan Lee
time.
for the
His
follow.
titles, thumbnails, and
Thank you so
content are
much.
getting much
We
better,
on a
and
roll
Duke
to
Dennis is
50
easily averaging over 250,000
followers over here.
views now. NBA 2K20 was super popular
Once
due
we
to
get
the
to 50
pandemic
follows,
at the
we
time.
get
And it's
monetized
super
over here. We're gonna become an
popular 2K
affiliate.
YouTuber around this time period was getting great viewership.
So let's
During
go.
the
Make sure
spring
you
and
make
summer of
clips, clip some of
2K20,
these
towards the end of
videos for us.
2K20, Duke Dennis was now averaging
If you
over
want to,
600,000
Susan.
views on his YouTube
I mean,
video.
welcome
And
in.
on
My name
April
is
16th,
7UP. Welcome to the
2020,
chat.
Duke Dennis would hit 1 million subscribers.
Welcome to the chat, Susan. My name is 7UP. My com name is 7 Society. As you can see from the hoodie, 7 Society, and we are gonna be having these for sale soon on the site. So stay tapped in. Glad to have you over here. Hey, let's go. Thank you for the follow, Lisa Nelson. Okay then, shout out to Lisa. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in here. Thank you so much for coming through, showing love, being a part.
Thanks, Lizzie Nelson.
Let's go. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Thank you so much for joining today. You feel me? You already know me, man. I'm staying 10 toes down. If you didn't know, my name is 7UP. I spent 13 years in prison when I was 15 years old. When I was just 15 years old, you know what I mean? So I'm just grateful to be here. I'm from Ohio. I'm just grateful that I got a second chance at life. And since I've been home, I've been home now 4 years. You feel me? And I just been staying out the way, sharing my story, making content. So if y'all would like to see some more of my content, y'all can come over to YT. Hit the link in the bio. Come over to YT, check out some of my content if you would like to. You know what I mean? We do workout Wednesday lives and we do sleep stream lives on Saturday. We do workout Wednesday lives on YT from 5 to 7. Then we do sleep stream Saturdays from 12 to 2 on Saturdays. So y'all make sure if y'all interested in, workout streams or sleep streams, pull up to the sleep stream, pull up to the workout stream. I would love to have y'all. For sure. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Everybody that just joined, make sure y'all shout out y'all state in the chat too. Let me know where y'all at. Nah, I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay then, shout out to Texas, Susan Lee. Shout out to Texas. Okay then, for sure. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
Grinding finally paid off for Duke.
I do play the game, yeah. I do play the game. Like I said, okay, we got Cali in here. We got Texas in the spot. Okay then, shout out to Cali and Texas. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to my Glitch fam. And I do play the game, but like I said, I spent 13 years in prison. So I'm just now, getting back adjusted to a lot of things, and games are one of them. You know what I mean? I'm not that good. I'm not that good yet, you know what I mean? But I have been playing. I have been getting my feet back into the game and scene. So yeah, 13 years, damn right, exactly. When I was 15 years old. So yeah, it was crazy. So I'm still getting adjusted to a lot of things, and just taking it all in stride, still adapting in a lot of ways to life, being free. I lost my mom when I was in prison very young. So I'm still adapting and adjusting in a lot of ways to everything out here. But I've been taking it all in stride, and by the grace of God, I've been here free now for 4 years. So, I'm very grateful for each day that I have out here, and each day that I grow also. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Susan. And I will stay strong. And like I said, it hasn't been easy, but at the same time, I'm very grateful, and a lot of things, like the support that I get from everybody, does make it a lot easier. The encouragement that I get from everybody, the support, it means a lot. So thank y'all.
The NBA 2K community. But this was only the beginning. Duke's career and influence would completely explode after this. But with everything good comes something bad. Unfortunately for Duke, his NBA 2K channel wouldn't grow as much after this.
For sure,
mainly due to the fact that NBA 2K21 and NBA 2K22 wouldn't be as popular as NBA 2K20. And both the games' audience size would reflect that very clearly. Since the Xbox One and
right?
PS5 came out during the release of 2K21,
I don't be on Glitch as much as I should, but I'm about to start being over here a lot more though. Especially the more our community grows, because I'm gonna be here for y'all. You know what I mean? The more, cause y'all come through so much, and y'all be just so supportive, man. I got y'all. We gonna thug it out. Even on my days when I don't want to. Like yesterday, I wasn't feeling that good. I was kind of under the weather, but I still did the workout Wednesday. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people look forward to that. So I still went and did it. Oh boy.
Thinking, what's the issue? It's not that bad of a deal, right? Nah, it was actually pretty bad. It completely divided the 2K community, and the game.
You can share whatever you want. Whatever you want, Susan.
Versions of 2K, including Duke Dennis.
It's a free country. You can definitely share it for sure.
And instead, he would upload once a week, and sometimes even less than that. So instead, Duke started an IRL vlog channel called Duke Dennis and rebranded his NBA 2K channel to Duke Dennis Gaming on April 30th, 2020, with most of the earlier videos being reactions and vlogs. This channel hit over 100,000 subscribers in a week, and over 1 million subscribers.
Okay. Well, I got my DC in the link too. So if you would like to join my DC, you can hit me up on DC. It's in the link.
Within a month, with Duke funneling his older audience from his other
Yeah,
channel
bet,
onto this channel.
bet.
And this was honestly
Well, both
a
my
genius
phones are there
transition.
right
It's
now.
great
If you would
for
like to
gaming
hit the link in
content
my
creators
bio,
to
my
pivot to
DC is
IRL
in there.
content, because their old audience
And you
might
can
not
just
be
add
interested
me
in
and
the new
I'll
content
add
that
you
they're
back.
making. But Duke Dennis did it seamlessly. Also at this time, Duke was also a member of the new YouTube group called AMP, which stands for Any Means Possible. It was formed earlier in 2019 as a non-official group, but later their YouTube channel was created on January 24th, 2020 to solidify the branding. They all live in the same house called the AMP house, and the official roster included Duke Dennis, Kai Cenat, Phantom, Agent 00, Chris Next Door, and I'm Davis.
We were quarantined and we were linking up once a month to film videos.
AMP was a huge catalyst
Oh,
to Duke's
it
growth
is.
as well,
It's
as
expired.
him appearing in those videos would
Let me
bring in
fix
a new
it there real quick, Dan. Let me see. Say, I'm back on that honeycomb bracelet shit. Why my shit keep saying 7 days, bruh? Like, I'm back on that honeycomb bracelet shit. Dead wrong. Alright, what am I putting this on again? Oh yeah. Glitch. Okay then, we got 42 followers over here now. Let's get it. Yeah, I might even do that. I'm about to do this. Let's see. Settings. Channel videos. This right here. Edit this. Lock. Paste. Save. Let me select this now. Channel. Alright, that one should work now. Let me see. So tell me what that one do. Tell me if that one work right there. Tell me if that one work.
Audience to understand and see who Duke was, that probably wouldn't know him if they never watched the AMP channel. This also significantly helped out the other members of AMP, as it had the same effect on them as well. With the success of AMP and consistent uploads from his personal channels, this brought Duke to new heights and his career was exploding like crazy. This was the pivotal point in Duke's career when he started to gain mainstream success and was recognized much more often in public. But this wasn't enough for Duke. He still had a bunch of tricks up his sleeve, so on July 7th, 2021, Duke launched his stream highlights channel called Duke Dennis Live, which showcases the best moments and clips of Duke's live streams from his Twitch account. Duke was really on that Twitch grind at this time period, with regular streams on Twitch rather than occasional, and he surpassed over 300,000 Twitch followers. Around the same time, he launched a YouTube channel for his Twitch highlights, which was genius because not everybody watches Twitch live streams, so people would come to Duke's YouTube channel to see the best moments, which means more reach to Duke from an audience that wouldn't normally watch his Twitch account. Now, at this point of time, Duke doesn't really post much on his original NBA 2K channel due to his focus shifting on his other content formats, businesses, and different channels. Another content strategy that Duke really honed in on was clip farming. If you don't know what clip farming is, it's essentially the practice of taking a long-form piece of content such as a live stream or a long YouTube video and getting the most funny, hilarious, or even controversial or educational highlights, usually under 1 minute long, and spam posting it on short-form social media such as TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels.
That's why I was just telling you.
Multiple clips managed to go viral. It then turned.
Oh, you just joined? Alright, bet. Appreciate you. Shout out to Susan for the join. Hey, shout out. Hey, that's why I was just telling y'all, make clips. Because the clips is going to help us go viral too. You feel me? Because it's going to help us, because a lot of people don't know about it yet. You feel me? So y'all going to help the community by making clips, resharing them. I'll repost them. If they good clips, I'll repost them.
To a traffic funnel where people go and check out your other social media pages and possibly follow you so that your influence can grow. Now, one advantage Duke had
I'm about to go accept it right now.
already, so he didn't really have to go out his way and post these.
Like, what you mean? Because I already dressed like this, so what you want me to do? Like, okay, cool. Nah, nice to meet you, though. I also real. Beside this, I watch you all the time back in the day.
Alright.
So,
His audience would do it for him. It was essentially a positive feedback loop. Duke Dennis would also mention how at the beginning of his Twitch arbitrage,
See what I'm saying? They said his community was doing it for him.
and post his clips on social media so that his content would be associated with them and recommended to the target audience that liked watching their content, which was obviously the target audience Duke was reaching for, because his philosophy was you never want people to think you're below their favorite streamer.
That's why they were saying yesterday, like I heard something like the game ain't rigged. It's a glitch. Like, and I really feel like that. Like, cause they love to say that. They be quick to say that. Like, let me see that. Bet. They be quick to say that. Like, the game is rigged or something. Like, nah, it ain't rigged. It's a glitch. It's really a glitch.
You want to seem like you're on the same level as them.
It's an unlimited glitch.
You're now expanding your peak as a creator to the audience size of the biggest streamers at the time. Duke has been so successful with his strategies and overall career as a creator, but the funny thing is, his parents and older relatives still don't really know what he does.
My mama didn't even know what she still don't know what to call it. She thought I just like playing games. They just say I'm on the internet. He be on the internet.
Which goes to show you how relatively new being a creator still is, because there's still a disconnect from the older generation. And speaking about the older generation, do you guys remember that time Duke said that he was gonna get his mom a bigger house earlier on in this video?
My mama don't know that I'm planning on buying her a bigger, like a house that she gonna grow old in.
Well, Duke kept his promise. On December 26, 2021, Duke Dennis uploaded a video titled "I Bought My Mama a House," showcasing that he bought his mom a really nice single-family home.
If it weren't for y'all, I wouldn't even be in this little position right here. And I know that. We appreciate that, boy. But we appreciate y'all, boys. I'm gonna show y'all my brother room too, though. This is personal space, you know. So this their area. I ain't trying to invade nobody's personal space. Finally, them got there and cooking,
What an inspiration, man. As Duke was getting more
Hey, let's get it.
with his biological dad was almost there. At some point, Duke's older brother,
For sure.
and his biological dad,
I'm gonna take a look when I get out.
So both family members spoke to each other about their differences is, and why Duke's biological dad left his family when they were so young. And it seemed like they managed to patch things up somewhat.
And at the end of the day, like, it's two sides to every story, bro. You really never know both.
Now, Duke's older brother has been released from jail after almost 10 years, so it was good for Duke to get that sense of closure with his biological dad, and to finally be reunited with his older brother after almost 10 years. With the truth about his past now in the open, and the relationship with his family getting better, Duke...
Let me see what you got going on. Oh yeah, that's hard. Oh, that's hard. Nah, for sure. That's hard. Lock in. Lock in. Make us something. Make us something over here.
Duke Dennis was quickly crowned the Riz God.
What does the word Riz mean?
Riz is just another word for
a title he leaned into with a mix of charisma and humor that his audience loved. And plus, he always got the girls without trying. It was just like a freaking superpower, bro. Just watch his vlogs. You'll understand what I mean. Another running joke with his audience that helped strengthen his community was people calling him old. Because he's the oldest person in AMP, people joke that he's an old head that was born in 1865 or something. But honestly, that's what makes Duke's story so legendary. A lot of people don't know that his journey to becoming a creator started way back when he was in the military. And on October 8th, 2024, almost a decade later after his service, he went back to Germany for the first time. It was a trip that was more than just a vlog. It was a return to where his real story began.
Hey, look, I'm back in Germany for the first time since 2015. So it's almost been 10 years. Last time I was here, I was stationed in the Army. I was in the Army, so...
It was clear that Duke was enjoying every moment of his trip, and things couldn't have looked better on the outside. However, behind the scenes, every legend has their share of controversy. For Duke, his public life was about to take a sharp turn, as 2025 made him face his biggest challenges yet. Although Duke was a successful creator with over 2.6 million followers on Twitch and a combined over 4 million subscribers on his YouTube channels, he got hit with a little bit of controversy. In mid-2025, a bizarre viral rumor claiming that Duke had 8 children.
I told you.
Stream to deny the wild claim, emphasizing that he wants to keep details about his personal life and relationships private. But in a twist of irony, in August 2025, Duke Dennis found himself in a very public situation when he and AMP were arrested at a closed mall for playing a game of hide and seek, possibly for a YouTube video or stream they were recording. He was charged with criminal trespassing and evading arrest, and then posted a $1,000 bond the following day. Duke Dennis's only reply to the situation was an Instagram story joking that he was officially on vacation, but he also went on stream to clear some things up.
The whole thing was just a big misunderstanding, miscommunication.
I had a crazy idea.
It ain't 8, but it's like 3 though.
Success?
He said it.
But despite these headlines and viral moments, Duke Dennis was a businessman first, and he never stopped building his empire. He proved that viral controversies are just bumps in the road on the way to long-term success. His journey as an entrepreneur began to really take off as he launched and invested in a range of ventures. This included his D-Block clothing brand, in which he started in 2020, that showcases streetwear apparel like hoodies and tees. Fans immediately embraced his style, turning the merchandise into a key part of his income and brand identity. As one of the co-founders of the AMP Collective, Duke turbocharged that growth, leveraging strategic partnerships for the entire group. In 2024, they teamed up with Bang Energy and other brands related, with each member becoming an ambassador, on top of each member owning possibly a revenue share of the AMP brand itself. And just a year later, in February 2025, AMP launched their own skincare brand called Tone, which began selling at Target in July 2025, with Duke Dennis being one of the co-owners of the brand.
And this is Tone. Wow, wow.
Honestly, the top comment we keep getting is
I wonder how much money they made off
it is
that.
good though. Deodorants, lotions, and lip balm.
Duke's favorite scent out of the whole collection is woodland, but Duke's entrepreneurial spirit didn't stop there. Duke also began to strategically invest in real estate so that he could build passive wealth and expand his portfolio beyond his digital income.
Everybody start getting real estate when they get money.
Gaming companies, fashion brands like True Religion, and other expansions to his influence, helping him solidify his transformation from a content creator into a full-fledged entrepreneur. We're now nearing the end of 2025, and Duke Dennis has a combined total of 7 million subscribers off of all 3 of his YouTube channels, with an average of 1 to 3 million views per video on his main channel, over 6.8 million on TikTok, over 5.2 million on Instagram, and over 865K on X, aka Twitter. All this wasn't possible without Duke Dennis's drive and supportive family and friends around him. Having a good and supportive family and friends is a game changer in your success in life. It's not to say that it's impossible if you don't have a good and supportive family unit or friends, but it definitely makes it easier. And as his influence grew, it became clear that his impact went far beyond just the numbers. But Duke Dennis's success was way beyond just business. His influence stretched far past streaming and gaming, turning him into a legitimate force in pop culture. He started by simply doing what came naturally, and the internet took notice. His slang and catchphrases became viral trends, his outfits became cultural trademarks, and he helped make the AMP house lifestyle a core YouTube phenomenon. Duke Dennis has done crossovers with celebrities and rappers, solidifying his public profile, and even the NBA took notice, featuring him in promotional events and all-star content. Duke Dennis even got multiple awards. In 2023, he was nominated for a Streamy Award in the sports category, and in 2024, Rolling Stone listed him among the top 25 most influential creators, ranking him in top 5. This real-world fame brought a level of stardom that few creators ever achieved. Duke Dennis's public appearances draw in such massive crowds that he needs heavy security to stay safe. But ultimately, Duke didn't just grow an audience, he inspired a generation of creators. His content style, humor, and confidence proved that building a personal brand is all about being relatable, authentic, and funny. He showed all of us that you could amass millions of followers and still be one of the most charismatic figures in the game by just being yourself. Duke Dennis is one of the most successful creators in the industry, all at the young age of 31, soon to be 32. And he came a long way. He's making millions at this point. That brings me on to my next segment. How much does Duke Dennis really make? In this section, we'll be calculating Duke's income sources and his final estimated net worth. Let's start off with where I left you guys off earlier in this video. Duke Dennis's most viewed YouTube video and his ad revenue. Duke Dennis's most viewed YouTube video has over 9 million views. YouTube's got this thing called CPM and RPM, which means cost per mil and revenue.
That's crazy, bro. Not gonna lie, that's crazy. Alright, I'm about to look right now. Let me see what you got going on. Let me see what you got going on. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing, no.
CPM is how much money advertisers are willing to pay for your content per 1,000 views. YouTube takes a 45% cut, which turns into RPM, which is
45% cut is
$2.74. Duke Dennis takes away is $13,590,000, which is a lot of money and genuinely insane when you consider Duke Dennis's other content. Now let's combine all of Duke Dennis's views and see how much he's made throughout his YouTube career off of just ad revenue. Currently, Duke Dennis has 3 known official YouTube channels. If we take all the views from those channels, Duke Dennis would have a combined total of 586 million views. With a CPM of $2.74, Duke Dennis would have made a combined total of $1.6 million off ad revenue from all of his YouTube channels. But unfortunately, YouTube has to take their 45% cut, so Duke Dennis is actually taking away $885,000 off his combined ad revenue from all of his channels. And this is barely scratching the surface. Duke Dennis still gets paid from sponsorships, merchandise, donations, and much more. But let's take it one at a time and see how much Duke Dennis makes off of Twitch ad revenue. First, you need to understand one key number: the full view count. While Duke Dennis's average concurrent viewers are around 20,000 views per stream, his full stream VODs pulling 600,000 views total on average, with some outlier videos getting much more than that. But we're gonna gonna stick with 600,000 because that's an accurate representation.
DJ,
Duke's
get
core
away from my
audience. Now, with
window!
that being said, Twitch's average payout for creators for ad revenue is $2 to $5 per
It ain't nothing else
1,000
to talk
views.
about.
Duke usually streams around 2 to 3 times a week, so that means on
Nah,
average,
for
Duke
real,
Dennis
nah.
streams around 10 times a month. With an RPM of $2 to $5 per 1,000 views, Duke Dennis would be earning $1,200 to $3,000 in ad revenue per stream. Per month,
Ain't it
Duke
though?
would be making
Make
$12,000
something
to
for our chat, or it ain't nothing else to talk
$30,000.
about,
And
ain't it
per
though?
year, Duke could be estimated to pull in $144,000 to $360,000 just
Trying to
from
get free
Twitch ad
promo off
revenue.
my live.
Next, let's see how much Duke Dennis makes from Twitch
I'm about
live
to look
stream
at it on live.
subscriptions. You've probably heard a streamer say, if you like the stream, hit that sub button. But what exactly is a sub? Think of a Twitch subscription like a monthly club membership. For about $5.99 a month, which is a tier 1 sub, you get cool perks like custom emotes and ad-free viewing. There are other tiers like tier 2 and tier 3, which cost significantly
Time
more
out,
than
let
the
me get off
baseline
here.
tier 1, but that's only if you want to support the creator even more. But most people stick
Yeah,
with the
funny,
basic
man.
tier 1 subscription. Duke Dennis has a
Don't
massive
get scared
community
now.
with over 3.2 million followers on Twitch and over 18,000 Twitch subscribers as of the time I'm recording this video. So if we multiply Duke Dennis's Twitch subscribers by the monthly cost of
He all in his
$5.99
pockets,
per
ain't he?
sub, Duke Dennis would
Why
be
you trying to
making
count
over
his pockets like that?
$107,000 a month and $1.3 million a year off of Twitch subscriptions. But that's the amount Duke Dennis brings in before Twitch
That's
takes their cut. For most
crazy.
streamers, Twitch usually takes a standard 50-50 cut, where Twitch gets half and the creator gets half. On that plan, Duke Dennis would be making
Appreciate you for
$54,000
pulling
a
up.
month, which adds up to
Appreciate you for pulling up today.
$646,000 a year
Pray you have
from
a great
Twitch
day.
subscriptions only. But
Thank
here's
you.
where it gets
Make
interesting.
sure you
Top
tune back in
creators like
later
Duke
on.
Dennis are often on
Be
a
back on
special
her later
70-30 split. That means Duke Dennis gets to keep 70% of his revenue, and Twitch only gets 30%. That special deal bumps his monthly take up to around $75,000.
Y'all got any ideas or
which
something that
adds up
y'all
to
want me to react to? Let me know.
$905,000
Or
a
something
year
y'all
off
wanna
of
watch on
Twitch
here, let me
live
know.
stream subscriptions, which is a ton of money. But that's not all. Let's see how much Duke Dennis makes off of Twitch live stream donations. Now this one's a little bit tricky because there isn't really a consistent amount you can earn per stream. As with
Why you
one
keep
day you
talking
could
about
earn
how much money that
$1,000, and the next day you could earn up to $10,000. It just depends on who's
Like, he
crazy
really
enough
know
to
how
donate.
much he making though. That dude do not know how much Duke is making.
20,700 viewers per stream. Those are the people that are actively watching the stream live.
No,
in that
my
specific
charger messed
instance.
up.
With that
Trying
being
to-
said, with around 600,000 total viewers and 20,000 concurrent viewers, with a 0.5 conversion rate, and factoring donations coming in straight from Duke's core active audience and community,
Might
with
cut
an
my hair
average
later on,
donation of
so I'll laugh.
$5, Duke Dennis would be making $2,000 to $10,000 in donations per stream. Within the course of a month, Duke Dennis would be making $20,000 to $100,000 a month in Twitch live
We
stream
went to talking about his
donations. Now, over
whole
the
life to his family, now his pockets.
I mean, Duke Dennis would have over 201,000. And based on current South Carolina real estate data, a modern, well-built family home in a desirable area would likely fall background for their videos without long-term commitment of owning. So what does that look like financially? For example, the last AMP house they rented in Atlanta.
Yeah, he get to talking about the man's finances and stuff like that. I'm out of here. Alright.
Made and custom wrapped emerald green Lamborghini
Oh, that's
Urus
hard,
worth
though.
$400,000.
Hey man, this the lamb down. Thank you, man.
A custom emerald green wrap Dodge
Cause you
Challenger
can,
black.
cause you can like try to estimate off of the things that he has, like, but come on, man, you'll never know how much money that man really making, bro. Only he know. Mm. 40 days after this was published, he had 40K, so he was doing damn K a day on that motherfucking thing. On this video. Man, you funny, man. Hey, but it's man. I'm about to get off here. Y'all got anything else y'all want me to look at later on? Just let me know. I got a couple other things we can watch on her too. Let me see. Let me take this one off. Yeah, matter of fact, I got a couple other things we can watch on her too. I forgot I saved some stuff on her. Yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all some stuff on here later on, so make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on so y'all don't miss it. We're gonna go over the prison that I was at on one of these. It's a prison that I was at. It's on documentary. We're gonna go over. We're gonna watch that documentary later on. So make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on and tap in. And so, man, thank you for everybody pulling up today, man. Thank you. You already know. Till next time. The only thing stronger than me